Excitement in Chicago this season. Number one NFL draft pick Caleb Williams makes his debut for the Chicago Bears this Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to let you know how to play this game and make some money. Free analysis, free pick coming up in just a moment. Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV. Breaking down your Week 1 NFL matchup this Sunday, September the 8th. Tennessee at Chicago, 1 o'clock Eastern. As we check the WagerTalk live odds screen, we'll see that the Bears are holding pretty steady this week as a 4-point favorite. We did see them as much as a 4.5-point favorite this summer. The over-under was 43.5 earlier this summer. It's now 45 across the board. So a little bit of money on the over in this game, but I disagree with that move. I think some of that's the hype of Caleb Williams. And sure, he could come out and have a monster game in his debut, but you got to think the Bears are going to be a little conservative with their rookie quarterback here, especially at home. But one thing I do think is that the Chicago Bears defense could be vastly underrated this season and be one of the better units in the league. As I mentioned at the start, there's a lot of excitement in Chicago, not only because Caleb Williams is at the helm as the number one NFL draft pick, but don't forget, there was excitement last year, and the Bears' season win total, I believe, was around like 7.5 last year, and a lot of sharp money thought the over was in play. Didn't look too good when they started off 2-5 straight up, but then they finished 7-10 down the stretch. And this is a team that actually played better than 500 football because they were 5-3 their last 8 games. That includes the season finale at Green Bay, an ugly 17-9 loss. Otherwise, they were 5-2 the 7 games before that finale. But what really jumps off when you look at the stats is how much better their defense got in the second half of the season, especially points allowed. In those final 8 games, the Bears allowed 17 points or less in 6 of the 8 games, and they held every opponent but one to 20 points or less during the second half of the season. That's a real buy-on sign for me, and they should be able to hold in check a very mediocre Tennessee offense. In fact, the Titans' offense the last 2 years combined has been one of the worst in the NFL. After back-to-back divisional wins, going 23-12 combined with the playoffs in 20-21, this team has failed to make the postseason the last 2 years with just 7-6 wins each time, and the reason has been a bad offense. Just 18 points average each of the last 2 seasons, despite giving up just 21 and 22 points allowed the last 2 years. Their defense has been okay, but the offense has been bad. They made the quarterback change in the end of October for the second half of the season, and they gave the Kentucky rookie Will Levis the start down the stretch. He actually played okay, better than you would expect for a rookie. In fact, he had a fantastic debut, if you remember, on that October 29th game last year against Atlanta, in which he had 4 touchdown passes. Problem is, he only had 4 more touchdown passes the rest of the season over his next 8 appearances. Once again, he started the final 9 games, 4 touchdowns in the first one, and then just 4 touchdowns in the final 8 games. He had a couple good performances mixed in, one at Jacksonville in which he had 2 touchdowns. So 6 of the 8 touchdowns came in just 2 games. The other 7 games, he had just 2 touchdowns total. Very inconsistent as a rookie, and now sophomore year, they've got more film on him, and second year rather in the NFL, they got more film on him, and Chicago's had the entire summer to prepare. And once again, I think the Bears are one of the better defensive units in the NFL this season. So the under is worth a look here, especially if Chicago goes conservative with Caleb Williams. Both defenses are solid, and the Tennessee offense is definitely very mediocre. So take a look at under 45. I'm not sure why this total is going higher. It's gone from 43 to 45. Crossing that key number of 44 and landing on another key number of 45. So we get some line value now with the Bears and Titans under 45 points on Sunday afternoon here in Week 1. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Comment below. I read all the comments. I reply back. What do you think of these two quarterbacks? How will Caleb Williams do in his rookie season? Will Levis, what's your thoughts on him? Is he for real? They picked up the first-round draft pick, the 340-pound offensive tackle from Alabama, so they will be a little bit better on the line to protect him. Will that be enough? Can Tennessee turn things around, or are they going to be a bottom feeder? You know, if you look at the projected point spreads this season, Tennessee's projected to be only favored in 1 or 2 games. They're going to be favored at home against New England, maybe at home against Minnesota, and that's about it. They could be a dog in the other 15 games this year, so this is going to be a long season for Tennessee. Will they overachieve? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on both the Bears and Titans, how you're playing this game, and other best bets you like here, Week 1 of the NFL. Don't forget, my NFL Fade the Public video goes up this week for Week 1. Don't miss it. Should have it up on Friday night into the weekend for you, so it's here on the channel. When you click subscribe and click the bell, you will get an instant alert when my NFL Fade the Public video is up each and every week. And don't forget also, give this video a thumbs up, a like to help keep the content free here and plentiful on WagerTalk TV. Hey, I know we're talking football, but don't forget about college football, of course, NFL football, but don't forget about baseball. Just a fantastic baseball season for my clients at WagerTalk.com, and it continues here in September. In fact, as I record this video, we're on current 17-5 and 20-6 baseball hot streaks the past few weeks. Ranked number one over the last 30 days alone, winning 53 units the past month alone. Number one overall this year in MLB totals. Fantastic baseball season. It continues in September, so don't sleep on baseball. Keep winning with football, but win with baseball as well. In fact, this week you can get an all-sports sampler for just $49. 3 days and nights of all sports for just $49. No promo code needed. Go to my page right now, Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. And while you're there, check out the daily free play. I post a free baseball or football play every day on the site for you. Bonus free plays along with those strong best bets. And if you're ready to get on board and win big, check out that 3-day sampler for just $49. Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com. Follow me on Twitter on X, at Steve Merrill, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merrill on Twitter X, and also on Instagram. And stay tuned right here to Wager Talk TV for some more great free betting content coming up next.